Good morning. We're back again. It's Friday, May 3rd, 2013. We are currently sitting at the A4 gate in BWI terminal. We're getting ready to get on Southwest Airlines to LAX. We'll be in Los Angeles for about 12 hours, and then we will get on a Tahitian Air flight to Papeete, Tahiti, and get on our boat tomorrow. We're really excited.
Okay, talk to me.
Do I have time to talk?
Yeah, how was our flight?
Our flight was very nice. It went by really fast. I guess it took about 5.5 hours. We got here half an hour early, but we had to sit on the tarmac about 20 minutes before they let us into the gate. So
we had the obligatory infant.
Well, yeah, but she wasn't so bad. She cried at the end because her ears hurt because we were descending, but she really wasn't bad for a baby.
So what did you think?
It was a very smooth trip. Very nice.
What did you get to see?
The whole country. The whole country in 4 or 5 hours. We saw it all.
Hey Al, how are you doing? Welcome to Marina Del Rey.
All right, Rick. That's Rick, K3EYG. J. I always get that wrong. We're in Marina Del Rey, California. And this is where Rick lives. We started working together, what, 40 years ago, almost 40 years ago at VOA in Washington. And then 20 years ago, Rick moved, he transferred to VOA in Los Angeles. And that's where we are now.
Over there, longboats over there. A lot of people that come out here on the weekends, they take these, they used to have outlets. They're manned by teams of like 12 people, and like 6 of them.
And we're driving on the Pacific Coast Highway in Malibu. Malibu? Malibu.
Money into building it up and making it pretty, and then you lose it just like that. I suppose you can say that about anything.
Heading south on the Pacific Coast Highway with a view of Santa Monica, Venice, and in the distance Marina Del Rey coastline.
Well, we made it to Santa Monica Pier in California. The end of Route 66, the old Mother Road.
tea time, and we're standing in the line to go through immigration and customs in the airport in Papiente. We got here about 45 minutes ago, and it's very humid. It's about 82 degrees outside, so it's already very warm. We've been up since 5 o'clock yesterday morning. I think it's May 4th today, so we're really tired, and we're looking forward to getting a little bit of rest in a hotel room in Papiente before we get on the ship this afternoon. Well, here we are at the Intercontinental Resort on Papiente. This is going to be our day room for a few hours this morning into the early afternoon. And it's just after the long plane ride. They just give you a little time to rest and relax and get your act together. And we'll have a nice lunch here, and then they'll take us to the ship this afternoon around 3 o'clock, and we'll be on our way. Good morning. It's Sunday, May 5th, 2013, and at last we're on the boat, the Paul Gauguin. We're in Tahiti. It's a lovely day. It feels right now like it's about 82 or 83 degrees outside, and we're coming in to the port of Raiatea, which is one of the islands in the Society Islands.
Well, good morning. It's Sunday, May 5th, and we're coming into Raiatea. Raiatea on a Sunday morning, Sunday, May 5th, 2013. Things are pretty quiet.
Well, it's afternoon on May 5th, and we're getting ready to go on a snorkel trip and also go to a black pearl farm. This morning we had breakfast in La Veranda, which is a very nice restaurant downstairs. It was buffet style. And then we came back, and Al tried to set up the radio. Well, actually, he did set up the radio, but he didn't hear anybody, so he didn't make any contacts. And then we went and had a quick lunch, and now here we are.
Where's here?
In the Grand Salon. We're waiting.
Okay, and this is the Grand Salon. So how have we been doing so far?
We've all been doing really good so far. No mishaps, no problems.
Okay. You want to do a station break?
KZ 380.
Okay, we just finished our snorkel trip and a little side trip to the Black Pearl Farm. The Black Pearl Farm was fascinating. We learned all about how they cultivate pearls, and they even gave us a demonstration. And then we went into the gift shop, and Al bought Wendy a really pretty black pearl necklace. Then we went snorkeling a little ways away off of Amotu, which is a little island. and the fish were fantastic. I mean, we saw a lot of fish that we recognized from the Caribbean, but at the same time, they were just a little bit different. So this must be their Pacific brothers. But it was just great. The current was a little swift, but not too bad, really. And we had a fantastic time. Now we're back on the boat, going back to the ship, and we just had some fresh fruit and fresh fruit juice. And so far, this has been the best birthday ever.
Well, I haven't showed you our cabin yet. Cabin 618 on the MS Paul Gauguin. Gauguin?
Gauguin.
Gauguin. Oh, my French is so wonderful. And this is as you first come in the hallway, and of course there's the bathroom, the loo over there, and then we've got this great piece of art, and then the sleeping quarters and the balcony out through the curtain. But right now we're going to have dinner. And we're having dinner at L'Etoile in the stern of the ship on deck 5. And this is the restaurant this evening, and the name of the restaurant is
L'Etoile,
L'Etoile.
which means the star.
The Star. All right, and we're going to take a look around. Oh, I think I will have Gauguin's favorite dessert.
Gauguin's favorite with coffee.
No, he doesn't like coffee.
Thank you. Oh, sorry.
Good morning. It's Monday, May 6th, 2013, and we just got under sail this morning. We're going to Ta'aha, which is where we went yesterday for our snorkel trip and to see the Black Pearl Farm. Today we're going to spend the day in Ta'aha, and Ta'aha is known as the Vanilla Island of French Polynesia, and at one time they exported more vanilla than any other country in the world except Madagascar. And this afternoon we are going to have a beach barbecue on the beach at Motu Mahana, and we'll just have a really great time.
The coconut is very important in the life of the Polynesian because we can use everything from the head to the tree. Okay, no problem. When the coconut is young, as you can see behind you on the small coconut tree, that's the time you want to drink it. The water is sweet and full. If you leave it on the tree, if you don't move it, the young tree starts and will go a coconut tree. But over here, we're using the coconut, we open it with the axe. One shot. 5 or 8 days. So, just smell the coconut, and you can break it. Smell, huh? It's not vanilla. Ben, c'est notre ancien président, M. Foss, qui est venu, c'est incroyable.
Coconuts being dried.
C'est comme un gros ballon de football. Il y a différentes variétés, une centaine de variétés. Voilà. This is the breadfruit tree. As you
shredded coconut on a banana.
The report, no? Just for you.
Just for me, I'm gonna write a story.
Read the magazine?
No?
Good?
Very good.
So today it's sunny day, very nice day, so it's very good to dry the vanilla. And then we're gonna put under the sun for 2-3 hours. It's not warm, eh? It's cold, eh? So we're gonna So this is what they're doing here, and we're gonna leave it for 2-3 hours maximum. If we put it more times, if you try too fast, you're gonna break the vanilla beans will open. So you have to go slowly. It takes 2-3 months. People, that's a grape, eh? We're gonna go in the plantation after. The grape is mature, harvested like this. Every village, 8 village has a date in each month, starting in April to July. And you know your date is, let's say tomorrow. So today you cut your vanilla in the plantation. You bring it to the city hall in the city, like in the morning. And then we're gonna have the buyers and the producers, and we make auction.
The grapefruit. Breadfruit? I thought it said grapefruit. Breadfruit.
Alors,
Sorry, yeah?
No,
Voilà. So this vanilla, you know, local variety named Tahitensis, coming out from hybrid. So meaning, before there were no vanilla in Polynesia. Introduced here since 1848. Many variety, Mexican, Philippine, Caribbean, Bourbon from Reunion Island, and Indonesian vanilla introduced here. Out of them all, hybriding, because most of the variety name, unless the Mexican was not able to reach maturation without splitting. Open beans cannot be sold. Without knowing the technique in Polynesia, they decide to hybrid the variety introduced. 2 months later, we select out of the bag only the dry bean, the moist one. We stain the bag to continue the sweating process. Drier one, we will develop a massage like this. Curvy massage. Why? To break the fiber into it. Fiber hold water. Water turn moldy the vanilla. So at last we need to break all the last fiber into it to release the last water. Once we feel that the vanilla is no fibering anymore, we change the massage by doing a massage constantly done like this without stopping. For sure, gotta be done tenderly. If we split the bean, we cannot sell it. And over 16, 17 up will be extra category. Meaning nothing for us because we sell vanilla by weight. But back to export, you find this vanilla only in luxurious spice shop, and over there, wholesaler will sell it 1 by 1 and centimeter by centimeter. Meaning extra quality is not better than the shorter one, but will be extra expensive. Voila, that's the only difference. Will you pay more?
And now we've learned everything about vanilla. This is KZ3AB. Well, good morning. It's May 7th, Tuesday, and we're in Bora Bora in the South Pacific, and we're getting prepared to go ashore, and they use the lifeboats as tenders. So they're lowering the lifeboat, one of the lifeboats. There we go. And that'll be used as a tender to take us ashore. And these are the bungalows at the Intercontinental Hotel on Bora Bora. We're getting ready to go snorkeling.
Raise and see a little shark, electric shark. Okay?
Yeah.
So over there, this is the Bora Bora Family Place. Right out there. Nice to meet you. Welcome to Bora Bora.
Okay.
I hope you
Tiki.
like the shark. Tiki, that's my name.
Tiki is our driver.
T-I-K.
And the cost here for one of these bungalows is $1,900 per night. Well, now we're back on the ship, and we're going to have some lunch before we go ashore again. And we're having lunch in La Veranda. And we are in Bora Bora. And what did we just do?
We just mailed a letter back to our daughter-in-law in Maryland. Never in our wildest dreams did we think that we would be mailing a card to Maryland from Bora Bora.
Okay, we're on the tender heading back to the ship. And these guys in their kayaks ride along, paddle along, and then follow the wave. Kind of cool.
Good morning. It's May 8th, 2013. And it's a little bit rainy today, so we're probably going to stay on the ship. The excursion that we were going to go on was canceled because we were the only people signed up. We were very disappointed about that. So we're going to just hang on the ship today and see what we can do. But right now we're going to take a tour of the ship and show you just where we've been living for the last few days. This is deck 3. This is the deck that we get off to go on our excursions. And this is also where the medical center is in case we need some medicine.
And that's the door that we go through to go out.
Now we're on deck 4. This is where the concierge is at reception. If you have a problem with your room, you come down here and talk to them. They're very nice. Yesterday, we had one of the ship's umbrellas because it was a little bit rainy outside, and we accidentally left it in front of the reception desk, and we thought we'd lost it. But they called us this morning and told us that they'd found it, and when we got back from breakfast, it was back in our cabin. So we were really happy about that.
That's the reception.
Yes. That's reception.
And the dive desk.
This is deck 5. There are 3 restaurants on the ship, and on deck 5 is Les Trois. That's the only restaurant that you don't need a reservation for dinner. And so we've been eating there quite a bit, and it's always delicious, always impeccable. You get free wine with dinner, so we have a jolly good time. And the Grand Salon is here. That's where the talks are given. Yesterday we heard a French astronaut talk about living and working on the space station. And also the casino is on this end, which we haven't hit yet.
All right, the casino doesn't open until 6 p.m., but they have roulette and blackjack. And a few slot machines, but the slot machines won't be active until 6 o'clock this evening. Ooh, look. Penny slot machines, wow. And did Debbie mention the piano bar? Come on, Debbie, sit down and play us a tune.
I can't even bring chopsticks.
And if you want to get on the internet, there's a room that has internet connection. And how much does it cost? It runs more or less 55 cents a minute. And then there's the restaurant Les Trois,
Which means the star.
and this is the Grand Salon. We're looking at the audio video control center. And the stage.
Now we're on deck 6. This is where our cabin is, right there, number 618. Also on deck 6 is La Veranda, one of the restaurants that you have to have a reservation for. It's French cuisine. We ate there last night. It was very, very delicious. This is a black pearl necklace, earrings, rings. Black pearls are native to Tahiti and the Society Islands. The other day we went on a tour of a black pearl farm, and they actually take the oysters and use a little irritant that they get from the Mississippi River. So they call the pearls that they're half Tahitian and half American. And the oyster takes 18 months to create the pearl, and when it's finished, it's got this lovely black pearl. La Boutique, the ship's store. If you have absolutely run out of things to do, you can always come to the ship's library and get a good book to read. And if you feel like you're having a very stressful day, you can always come to the Deep Nature Spa and get a nice tissue massage. And for all of those exercise junkies, here's the fitness center. Now we're on deck 7. This is mostly cabins and the captain's reception lounge and the bridge of the ship, where we're going to take a tour in a little while. Now we're on deck 8. This is where the third restaurant is, Le Grill. It serves like a Pan-Asian cuisine, and we actually are going to go there tonight for dinner.
This is the pool bar. It's a little bit after 9 o'clock in the morning, so the pool bar is not open yet.
In front of you is Le Grill. That's actually where we had breakfast this morning. It was really lovely. You can see out through all the windows and see what you're looking at. And then in front of it, that is the pool.
Then on deck 9 is Bar du Soleil, but right now that's closed, and access to deck 9 is also closed because we've been having a lot of wet weather this morning.
So that's our little tour of the Paul Gauguin. This has been our home for the last 3.5 days, and we have about 3.5 more. Well, it's a little bit after 5 p.m. and we are just starting to pull away from Bora Bora. We're going to travel all night tonight, and tomorrow morning we'll be in Moorea. Today was kind of a washout, literally, because it rained most of the day. The sun came out this afternoon for a couple of hours, and it was pretty, but we really didn't do anything. We didn't get off the ship. We played Name That Tune for a while. We ate lunch. We went to a lecture about Moorea, which we're going to be at tomorrow. And we watched part of Mutiny on the Bounty. Great movie. But it's a little bittersweet that we didn't get to see much of Bora Bora because we've been thinking a lot about it. But now we can truly say, I remember the time in Bora Bora. Good afternoon. It's May 9th, 2013, and we have had a big day today on our cruise. This morning, Al went diving and he saw sharks, big sharks, he said. Said they scared the crap out of him. And he saw a whole bunch of other stuff. Actually, Wendy and I saw him from the balcony as he was going out in the Zodiac, and they ran into a pod of dolphins, and we could see the dolphins from the balcony too. Then Wendy and I went ashore, and we were just going to look around and do a little shopping, and we found a tour that would take us all around the island and show us different things. So we took that, and we had a great time. We went to the base of the highest peak on the island, and you could look out and see the Cook's Bay down below and all of the peaks. And the one peak that I've been waiting to see is the Bali High Peak, which is why I wanted to come to Tahiti and the Society Islands, because that's what James Michener wrote about in his book South Pacific. So Wendy and I had a great time. We saw all kinds of vegetation, and we went through a plantation where they grew pineapples and limes, oranges, grapefruits, all kinds of stuff. So we really had a good time today too. So now in a couple of minutes we're getting ready to take the tour of the bridge with the captain. So we'll see you in a little while.
Were we able to take pictures?
No.
No pictures?
No.
Well, we just took a tour of the bridge. Unfortunately, the second officer didn't allow us to take any photographs or movies, so we don't have that on video. So now we're just going to hang around and wait for the solar eclipse to start.
Well, here we are up on the pool bar deck, and we have our drink of the day, which is the Bali High, and behind us, that jagged peak is Bali High. So we're all set. And we also are looking at the eclipse of the sun, which we can only see from this point in the world.
And we're poolside in Moorea on the good ship Paul Gauguin during the partial solar eclipse on Thursday, May 9th, 2013. Looking at Bali High. And the Belvedere. Okay, well, it's 4 o'clock local time, and this is the time when the eclipse is at maximum, but we've been clouded out. We can't see the sun. It's become overcast. So unless it clears off here in a few minutes, we're going to miss the rest of the eclipse. So that's the way it goes.
Now we're
Well,
going.
it's a little bit before 6 o'clock, and before we go to dinner, we've been invited to
The Pearl and Cocktail Party at La Boutique, just down the hall from our cabin. So that's where we're headed right now.
and it looks like we're about here.
Hi.
Would you like some cosmopolitan?
Sure.
A cosmopolitan. That's Regis Philbin's favorite drink. A cosmopolitan. That's Regis Philbin's favorite drink. 2 times I got no reaction.
Well,
That's a cosmopolitan. Regis Philbin's favorite drink.
oh boy.
See, you're supposed to say, who's Regis Philbin? Oh, well. And you can see all the pearls. See the pearls? Earrings. Necklace. Black pearls from Tahiti. Look at the size of these. That's almost the size of my thumb. And as you travel around this ship, you run into all kinds of interesting things.
Thank you. Oh, the smell.
They were making the flowers on 6, now down on 5, on deck 5.
I think she's gonna make me one.
Do we want to sit down?
No, you.
And again, we're at Le Toit. It's Tahitian dinner night, and even your dresses go with the decor.
Yes.
It's so nice. Here I am dressed in plain black and white, and you are all so colorful.
Well, yes, flowery shirt. You should have bought yourself a Hawaiian shirt
Yes, I should have.
or a Tahitian shirt. Yeah.
Yes, or a Tahitian shirt. Yes. There you are. You look like
It really
Yes.
it does.
It really does.
She's the Tahitian queen for the sea. This is KZ3AB, and that's my sister, Wendy. So whenever you see her at a ham fest, say hello.
Good morning. It's Friday, May 10th, 2013, and this is our last full day in the South Pacific. We got up really early this morning, about 5:45, and came out here on the balcony to watch the sunrise. When we first got out here, it was all gray and blue. Sea, sky, water, everything was a grayish blue. But then you could see a little bit of pink here and there behind the clouds, and now you can see a lot of pink. Even the water looks pink. It's just beautiful. Today Al's going to go diving again. Wendy and I were supposed to take a catamaran sail and snorkel, but unfortunately that was canceled. Once again, I don't understand why people wouldn't want to do that, but evidently they don't. So when Al gets back from diving, we're probably going to just go to town and try and find a nice beach and spend a little more time in Moorea.
Okay, we're getting ready to go ashore and see what's ashore.
Is it over here?
No, they've got the thing shut.
Maybe, maybe not. Well, we just missed the tender, so now we're going to have to wait another half hour till the next tender comes. So we'll just stand up here on the stern of the ship and enjoy the view. Get a little suntan. Belvedere. And Valley High. And we're finally on the tender, headed toward Moorea. Okay, we've landed on the island of Moorea, and we're going to see what we can see.
The fenced-in area. See them moving?
Yeah, I see them up on the very top.
There must be a way of getting up there.
There must be. But I don't think I'll be climbing up there.
It would take a couple of days.
You want some drink?
Yes.
Mango? Coca-Cola?
Now this is a government building on Papatori on the island of Moorea. And this mural tells a story. I don't know what the story is, but it's supposed to tell some sort of story. Okay, now we went up the road a couple of miles to the Intercontinental Hotel.
Okay, we came over to Moorea for a little day trip. We wanted to go on the trip that Wendy and I took yesterday, but it wasn't running, so we couldn't do that. So we just took a little shuttle to the Intercontinental Hotel and looked around and relaxed a little bit. So now we're going back to the ship. This is our goodbye to Moorea.
And we're back on the tender, getting ready to go back to the ship.
Good morning. It's Saturday, May 11th, 2013, and we are back in the harbor in Papeete. There's a big cruise boat coming in behind me. They must have gone out for a morning cruise. It's beautiful outside. It feels like it's about 80 degrees, clear blue sky. We're on the boat, but we're going to be off around 9:30 this morning. Then we're going to go back to the Intercontinental Hotel for about 6 hours, I guess, where we'll swim and relax and get ready for our flight home tonight, which doesn't leave until around 11:15 p.m. And then we'll land in LA tomorrow morning sometime. Hi there. It's about 9:30 local time and we're in Papeete now. We just got off the ship, but we're just going down the street here. There's supposed to be a market that we want to go to and look at because we've got until about 12:30 before we actually get off the ship for good. So we're just going to look around the town and see what we can find.
Birds of paradise.
You were starting to say rhododendron. And maybe you come up with a new flower. The rhododendron.
Well, we left the ship earlier today, and we're taken over to the Intercontinental Hotel, where we're spending the afternoon and the evening until we catch our plane tonight at 11 o'clock. And so we ordered a couple of drinks. Let's see what we have here. I've got a Mai Tai. My sister over there has, and Debbie have, what do you have?
Moana.
Moana. All right. So, let's say cheers.
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 To a great birthday.
Yes, we're celebrating Debbie's
Great
birthday.
birthday.
Debbie's birthday. Yum, yum. And this is our last full day at Papeete. This evening we get on the plane, head back to California. And my sister just made the remark,
There's no better way to spend the last day than right here.
that right here at Papeete.
Best day ever. Good afternoon. It's May 12th, 2013. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. We are now in our hotel room in LA. We made the trip last night overnight. We got in here this morning around 10:30. Smooth ride most of the way. Had a couple of meals on the plane. This was a much better ride than the last one we took, so that was nice. Now we're in LA for the day. Looks like it's going to be a nice day outside, although when we got here this morning it was pretty chilly. We were kind of cold. Must have been about 65 outside. But I think we're going to go out, do a little sightseeing, and then probably come back here and collapse tonight.
And we made our way over to the La Brea Tar Pits in Los Angeles. And these are the tar pits, right in downtown Los Angeles.
Whatever's in there decomposing, I guess.
And the Beatles.
And the Beatles, and now we are in Hollywood.
We're at Hollywood.
And this is Hollywood and Vine.
Exactly. Hollywood Boulevard is a mile and a half with a start side by side. It's 1927.
And we are in Hollywood. And this is Los Angeles. It's smoggy down there.
it's a switch on the side of the AM. Yeah. Switch to the M and then.
Mommy, can we go to Dollar Tree?
And we're at Griffith Park. This is the Griffith Park Observatory. A Rebel Without a Cause was filmed here with James Dean and Natalie Wood, Sal Mineo. Aretha Franklin. Grauman's Chinese Theater.
Guys, it's all $5 driver's side.
You want, I can take a picture of you.
Well, here we are in the heart of Hollywood. This is Mann's Chinese Theater. It used to be known as Grauman's Chinese Theater, where all the stars put their hands and feet and their names in cement to be preserved forever. It's really a cool place.